One important thing I missed on that previous day was the transducer, and I'll talk about another thing as well. But anyway, so the transducer, all this is right here is just a 2x4. Just a painted 2x4. I didn't do anything special. Just like many things on the boat, everything was done with a temporary mindset that I just needed to last just long enough. So I didn't want to spend too much time making these things, even though some things took more time than others. But anyway, so when I set this up, this is something that I take off and put on after every trip. And just like the whole boat, I mean, you can look here, there's really, other than just some life jacket and stuff, I mean, I just had threw these in there because I'm doing a bunch of other stuff. But this is pretty much it. I take everything off of the boat. But anyway, this being no different. So all it is just a 2x4 that has just a mount that came with the unit on the very bottom here. And then the other thing that makes it super easy that I would recommend if you ever were to do this is just put a piece of wood. When you do line it up, clamp it to your transom, measure out a piece of wood, and then now what this does is that I could just lay that on top and it puts the transducer perfectly at the bottom there. And all I use, and you can see the rust marks on the boat itself. I mean, I'm not really too opposed to having a little bit of rust, and you could always have some stuff to get that off. So I'm never really worried about it. And I just use C clamps, 3-inch C clamps from Harbor Freight. I mean, these things have been through it all. I mean, these things gotten salty, soaking wet. You can see I added a little bit of padding to it because this is the actual part that is going to be touching the boat. Try to get that in the center there. And then, yeah, I'll grease this every once in a while. I may spray it with like break free, or I mean, you can use WD-40 just to coat it, just to keep it operational. You can see that just have a good amount of rust buildup. And then this plugs into my fish finder GPS. So, I mean, I'll just run along the side under those boxes that we saw earlier, and then just plug it right into the unit. So this wire does wrap around a little bit. So let me, and then the other thing to mention too is that the reason why this looks like the way it does is because I also did mount a tachometer to it when I was breaking in the engine. Definitely recommend, if you do get a new engine, just get a cheap tachometer, just so you know that your RPMs are within range. Otherwise you run the chance of accelerating or putting it too high for too long, going against the recommendations of the manufacturer. Okay, so I'm just going to set this up real quick, and then I will show you kind of how it sits with the transducer on the bottom part of the boat here. So just give me 1 second. All right, now this thing is set up. The one thing, and I'm actually going to be winterizing the engine right now, so that's why we have that little pan under the lower unit. But here's what the clamp's on. Like I said, these things get soaking wet, but these things are also, I don't know, 3 years old at this point, so not terrible. They're not marine grade for sure. Again, they're Harbor Freight, so you can get them cheap. And I mean, if you, not that I think you would ever lose them, but if you ever need to replace them, you can just buy another cheap one and it lasts you a few years. So you can get away with it. The only thing is just that it will put some rust on the boat or whatever it touches. So just keep that in mind. All right, so, but the thing is, like I said, is that little piece right there, once that's flush to the top of the transom, it should allow me to have that transducer exactly in the spot I need it to. So another tip here is that when you are putting a transducer on the boat, if you have it on the stern, if you have it just below the boat, that allows you to still read while you're underway, right? So this is probably a touch lower than what the water that comes off, and I'm talking millimeters. You just need contact with the water. You don't want too much interference with underneath the transom or underneath the transducer, and you'll be able to read. So, I mean, it's not like I'm going blistering fast on this boat. I mean, we're probably going 16 miles an hour. I mean, probably the fastest I ever gone in this thing is probably 20, and we're going like with swell, with the wind, everything in our favor. But typically it's going to be 15 to 16. So, I mean, this is not to say that if you're doing this going 30, I'm not sure if you'll get the reading on it or not, but I haven't had a problem, so it doesn't matter how fast I'm running, I'll always get it. I mean, you just got to make sure that it's angled properly. Don't make sure it's as flat as can be. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the transducer.